Hello again. It's been a while since I read some stories. We've been busy out in the garden, Grandad and I, and Uncle Mike. So I thought I would read a couple and send some on to you. This is one that I found in Lockie's bedroom, and I don't think I've ever read it before, but maybe he has. It's called Captain Flynn and the Pirate Dinosaurs, Missing Treasure. And there's the picture. So let's have a go with this one. This is Flynn. Flynn loves dinosaurs. Tomorrow is a very special day because Flynn's teacher, Miss Pye, is taking his class to see the dinosaur skeletons at the museum. And there's Flynn, tucked up in bed reading. Looks a bit like Lockie when he's reading his books. Here we are, said Miss Pye. Now remember, stay together and don't touch anything. Flynn's class followed the museum guide to the skeleton room. Wow, said Flynn to his friends Pearl, Tom and Violet. That one looked really scary. There's a picture of the scary dinosaur skeleton. This is a Gigantosaurus, said the guide. He was even bigger and more ferocious than the mighty Tyrannosaurus Rex. In the next room, there was a big empty glass case, but it was completely empty. It used to hold the treasure of the famous pirate Captain Rufus Rumblebelly. Captain Rufus Rumblebelly, explained the guide, but it was stolen last night. Real pirate treasure, said Flynn, who liked pirates just as much as dinosaurs. But who could have stolen it? Look, said Tom, maybe these peculiar feathers are a clue. There's the empty case, and there's the little feathers all around. Can you see that? They seem to be leading to that cupboard, said Pearl. Let's follow them, said Violet. So Flynn and his friends quietly opened the door and slipped through. Remember, they're not supposed to leave the group or to touch anything. You can bet your bottom dollar they will be. The cupboard was cold and dark and full of cobwebs. Wait a minute, said Flynn. What's that? He bent down and picked up a gleaming golden coin. And look, here's another one. It must be the treasure, said Violet. There they are, following the trail. But I don't know what's happening here. Let's read on a little bit. And just at that moment, the back of the cupboard fell away, and Flynn and his friends all tumbled out. Oh, that's obviously what they were doing, tumbling out through the back of the cupboard. Into the captain's cabin of an old-fashioned pirate ship. Help, help, shrieked a pirate who was tied to a table. My treasure, they've stolen my treasure. There they are, on the pirate ship. And there's the pirate all tied up on the table. What treasure? Asked Flynn as he quickly untied the pirate. Why, the famous treasure of Rufus Rumblebelly, said the pirate. I'm Gordon Gurgleguts, and Rufus Rumblebelly was my granddaddy. I took the treasure from the museum just to have a little look, but then someone stole it from me. That's amazing, said Flynn. We're looking for the treasure too. We'll help you find it, but only if you promise to take it straight back to the museum. All right, said Gurgleguts. I promise. There he is, promising at the bottom there. But who stole it? Asked Flynn. I don't know, said Gurgleguts, but I did hear a strange song as they sailed away. It went, yo-ho-ho, yo-ho-ho, Bagabones Island, here we go. Then that's where we'll go, said Flynn, to Bagabones Island. Come on, everyone. Aye, aye, said Gurgleguts. And why don't you be our captain? Here, take my hat. So Captain Flynn took the helm and they swiftly set sail for Bagabones Island. They must have had a map to look at. There they go in the pirate ship. And Bagabones Island is this one down here. Looks like a skeleton. Turned over 2 pages. "Island ahoy!" shouted Pirate Violet from the crow's nest. "Follow me, everyone," said Captain Flynn. "There's thick jungle ahead and we don't want anyone to get lost." Gurgleguts, Gurgleguts, where are you?" "Wait," said Pirate Pearl. "What's that noise?" There they are, all going into the jungle together, and they've lost Gordon Gurgleguts. In front of them was a clearing. Captain Flynn peered into it and shuddered. "Pirates," he said, "but they're not just ordinary pirates. They're pirate dinosaurs." And he was right. There was, beside the pirate dinosaurs, was a huge pile of gleaming treasure, and next to the treasure, tied up from head to foot, was Gurgleguts. And the pirate dinosaurs were singing a terrible song. "We've stolen all the treasure, we'll use it at our leisure, and won't it be a pleasure for us all to live like kings? And don't think we've forgotten that this pirate's rather rotten, so let's barbecue his bottom with some spiky chicken wings." That's not very nice, is it? Poor old Gurgleguts. There's all the pirate dinosaurs. I hope you can see them. Quite difficult with picture books like this. "Stop!" yelled Captain Flynn. "Untie my friend immediately." "We couldn't possibly do that," said the Tyrannosaurus Rex, squeezing a huge dollop of tomato ketchup onto Gurgleguts' head, "because we're going to eat him up." "Well then, you slimy seafaring sausages," said Captain Flynn, drawing his cutlass. "You nasty noodle-brained nincompoops, you dirty, dastardly dunderheads. You're going to have to eat me first. Attack!" That's very courageous of him, isn't it? A dinosaur a lot bigger than him. Perhaps being a captain makes you very brave. Slash, swoosh, crash! Suddenly, Captain Flynn took a huge swipe at the Tyrannosaurus Rex and pinned him up against a tree. Please spare me," said the Tyrannosaurus Rex, "and I promise to be the goodest goody in the whole world ever." "You great big fibber," said Captain Flynn. "Fibber, eh?" said the Tyrannosaurus Rex angrily. "Well then, I think it's time you met my cousin." And there's Tyrannosaurus Rex being held to ransom with the cutlass. The ground began to shake, and an enormous shadow fell over the island. There was the hugest, fiercest, most terrifying-looking dinosaur in the whole world. "Gulp," said Captain Flynn. "Who are you?" "I'm Gigantosaurus," roared the dinosaur, "and I'm so big and tough and scary that nothing in the whole world ever frightens me." And there he is. When suddenly... "Ah!" cried the Gigantosaurus. "Spider! Spider, help! Help!" A tiny spider was hanging from Captain Flynn's pirate hat. There we are. Can you see the tiny spider at the bottom there? "Well, shiver me timbers," said Flynn. "Fancy a big old dinosaur being scared of a teeny-weeny spider." "They're just so creepy and crawly," wailed the Gigantosaurus. "Keep him away from me, please." In all the commotion, Captain Flynn saw his chance. There he is, scaring the big dinosaur with the tiny little spider. What a scaredy cat. He quickly freed Gurgleguts, and in a flash all the pirate dinosaurs and the Gigantosaurus were tightly tied up. Then Captain Flynn picked up all the treasure. "Quick, gang," he said, "let's get back to the ship. It's time to go home." And off they sailed. Back in the pirate ship. "Land ahoy!" cried Violet. So the children hugged Gurgleguts goodbye. Then one by one they clambered through the ship and into the open cupboard. There they are, clambering up and into the cupboard. It's a bit complicated, that picture, isn't it? And back into the museum. "Wherever have you been?" said Miss Pye. "We've found the missing treasure," said Flynn. "My goodness," said the museum guide. "Well done. But who stole it?" "It's a long story," said Flynn, "but it ended up in the hands of some pirates." "Oh, and they weren't just pirates. They were pirate dinosaurs." "Pirate dinosaurs," laughed the guide. "That's the silliest thing I've heard in all my whole life. Pirate dinosaurs, indeed." Ha 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 ha. "And just for your information," added Flynn, "I can tell you something about your Gigantosaurus. He was frightened of spiders. Very frightened indeed." So remember that. If you ever come across a Gigantosaurus, make sure there's a little tiny spider somewhere around to scare him off. And that's the end of that story. And we'll do another one a bit later on. I hope you enjoy it, and we'll see if we can find some different stories. Bye for now.